Hey guys, welcome back to Popcorn and Champagne.
Popcorn and Champagne this week is on location at Plain Jane, which is located at 1315 Dickerson Pike. This is season 3, episode 3. Woo!
Welcome back to Popcorn and Champagne, and we have a special guest with us today.
We told you guys we were Popcorn and Champagne on location, and today you guys are in for a special treat. We have Marcus Buggs, the owner of Plain Jane. Yay!
One of the hottest lounges popping right now. It's located right off of Dickerson Road.
Yeah, yeah.
And you guys need to come and check it out.
So, Marcus, thank you so much for being here.
No, I appreciate y'all being here.
This place is gorgeous.
It is.
Thank you.
Number one. So, tell us, why Plain Jane? What did you come up with the name? Give us the story behind the concept of it.
Man, so Plain Jane is a concept that was born out of a catering company that my wife and I started back in about 2016. It was called Plain and Simple. We did small foods, a lot of brunch type foods and whatnot, and then we made our own simple serves for cocktails.
Yes, and some of the best macaroni and cheese you want to put in your mouth.
So are we going to have some macaroni and cheese?
Come on, we can set that up for sure.
Okay.
Which also, Coneheads he's also the owner of, that is connected to Plain Jane. Tell us about Coneheads.
Yeah, Coneheads is about 15 feet above us right here. We've been open since 2019, so we just celebrated our 3rd anniversary.
Okay, congratulations.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man, we the home of the chicken and waffle cone, man. Yeah.
Love it.
I love it. Yeah.
So a lot of things this place is gorgeous, number one. So thank you for
appreciate
having us. But listen, Tiffany and I, we have this podcast, we call it Popcorn Champagne, right? So today we're not drinking
No, we about
champagne.
we about the cocktails today.
We're about the cocktails. And so right now I'm drinking the tequila blackberry lime, which is delicious.
And I'm having the number 7, which is the vodka strawberry lemon cava. And guys, let me tell you,
it's delicious. Yes, it is.
So when you come in, he has your menu here, and you can, but they specialize. Like he has baristas. Like you got the real
Well,
deal.
excuse me.
Yeah.
We took some time to think out our drinks, think about all the mixes and things that we wanted to make. There's a lot of trial and error in here, but we got a good group of bartenders here. And,
So is it a good spot for groups? Like if people are celebrating things, is it like
for
a
sure.
good spot?
Like it's an intimate space, but people love coming here to celebrate birthdays. I've had graduation parties. I've had people celebrating getting over cancer coming in here, having situations. So we kind of it's kind of an all-purpose kind of space. It's for the neighborhood, the community. Man, come out, just have a good time with the people that you came with.
Yeah.
Love it.
And tell us a little bit about this community over here. Dickerson Road has come a long way.
So it's changing to say the least. I can remember like late 90s, early 2000s.
We wasn't allowed to come over here.
This wasn't the area that you really was coming to at nighttime unless you.
It was kind of dicey,
you
right?
were looking looking for a certain element.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
But no, over the course of time, and things have come and gone.
Is that called regentrification?
Yeah, it's hit gentrification. I'm trying to.
It
was gentrification. Now I'm trying to move black into the neighborhood.
Okay,
so I'm
I
regentrification.
got
for sure.
I got you.
But no, man, there's a lot of development coming to this area with the Oracle development that's coming down the street. Man, we've got 240 apartments that are being built directly across the street from Coneheads up here. Another 7-story building down the street. So it's a growing community. But the ones who have been here already, they really helped keep us going these past 3 years, especially over the course of the pandemic and whatnot.
That's good. So what's next?
Next, man, we're still getting Plain Jane on his feet. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary in January. Right now we are planning on an expansion for Conehead.
Okay. Are you gonna bring some of that food to Plain Jane?
So Plain Jane actually has its own little food menu.
Yes.
If you
is it going right now?
Yeah. So if you hit these little QR codes that you'll find taped around, you can access a little menu. It's got some fire wings on it.
Yes.
Hopefully we can try some today.
Yes, Marcus's wings are amazing, but he's just a talented chef. Because I'm gonna call you a chef.
Okay.
You are.
Yeah, you say that.
No, you are. You one of the top in the game in Nashville.
Well, I want to know. I want to see.
Yeah.
No, what's the name? It feels good to just to have people come out and enjoy something that you create.
Yeah,
that's wonderful.
That's really what we did it for.
Yeah, and
sure.
you are a Vanderbilt graduate,
I
right?
am.
You played football for Vanderbilt,
Did,
right?
yeah.
So you have a good little legacy going on with that. If you need anything, you can call people, right?
Yeah, for sure. What's
Yeah.
the name? I still got a few connections over there.
Okay,
Right?
perfect.
And so, who are you going for in the Super Bowl?
Oh,
Man, that's I'm not going for anybody, but
Okay.
I've picked the Eagles to win.
Yeah, me
Okay.
too.
Okay.
Me
Yeah.
too.
For sure. I think
Yeah.
they've got a total package of
Yeah.
everything. For sure.
So, Toni and I have a podcast called Popcorn and Champagne, of course, and it's about TV, movies, entertainment. We want to know what you watch.
Right now, my wife and I are watching a show called Your Honor.
Oh, yes.
I've
It's,
got
uh,
to watch this.
Brian Cranston
This,
show.
this
Yeah,
is
no.
Tiffany's jam. This is her jam.
No, we're all about Your Honor right now,
Okay.
and we just we're all caught up on BMF
Yes,
right now.
yes, a new episode every Friday.
Yep, and then Godfather Harlem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those
Okay.
You got
are
some
top
good
three.
ones.
Those are our top three going right
You got
now.
some good ones.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you, Marcus, for what you do in this community,
Oh,
what
yeah,
you're
man.
bringing. It's young black men like you that are changing the game.
No, for sure, man. I appreciate it. Having people want to utilize the space like this is it's fulfilling for me.
Yeah.
You guys check out Plain Jane, which is located at 1315 Dickerson Pike,
Yeah.
and you will not be sorry.
And also Coneheads for, what are your hours?
Coneheads, we're Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sundays, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Closed on Mondays.
Come check him out, y'all.
Thank you, Marcus.
Peace.
Peace. Ooh, okay.
I know, it was aggressive.
Welcome back, guys. So please subscribe.
Of course, definitely subscribe to Popcorn and Champagne. On YouTube, it's Popcorn and Champagne, and please share and like.
Yes.
Subscribe,
Yes.
definitely.
And on IG, it's popcorn_champagne.
We have had a really busy weekend.
Yes.
Last week, Tiffany and I hosted the red carpet for the 17th annual All Black Affair, and it was fun.
It was amazing.
It was really fun. It was
Yes.
a lot of people there,
Yes.
right?
And shout out to Black Tree Media.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kenny Smooth.
Yep.
And Jason Ridgel. Black Rob.
Rob.
All those guys. We
and,
just appreciate it.
Tank.
Tank.
All of
Thank
those
you
guys,
for
yeah.
letting us see Harvey.
Jamal.
For
Everybody.
letting us be a part of that.
Yeah.
It was an amazing
now,
night.
also, too, guys, don't forget that want to give a major shout out to Kernel's Popcorn.
Yeah.
They have the Toni and Tiff mix, and you can get 10% off of your popcorn. So make sure you go and check that out.
Yes.
So let me just say this. Okay. So, we usually drink champagne and we eat popcorn while we're doing it.
We are. We're
Okay.
switching it up a little
We
bit.
switched up a little bit. Your girl Toni is drinking tequila, blackberry, lime, and it's delish.
It is.
That's like
And
my new favorite drink.
I'm drinking number 7,
Which
the
is
vodka strawberry
Cava.
lemon cava.
Delish.
You guys got to come and check this place out.
Yeah, you guys got to go check this place out. They have wonderful drinks. The drinks are pretty, but they're also really, really good.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Marcus Bucks, for letting us come here today.
Yes.
To do our podcast.
We
We
love you
appreciate
lots.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Okay.
get into it.
So now it's time for
Infotainment. Okay, girl. Beyonce and the Grammys.
Okay. What'd you think about the Grammys, first off?
So tribute to the hip hop 50
Oh,
years in the
my
game
gosh.
was amazing.
That was amazing. All 15 minutes of it.
Yeah, Questlove did his thing.
Questlove shut it down. Get this. We talked about this.
Yes.
Questlove asked for Will Smith to
Yeah.
come.
And Jazzy Jeff.
And Jazzy Jeff. Jazzy Jeff was there. So he asked for Will Smith to come. And Will was like, no, because I'm doing Bad Boy 4, right? I'm filming Bad Boy 4. But then the trades are saying that, well, Queen Latifah and LL Cool J are also doing stuff, and they were able to make it. So
Yeah.
I kind of think Will wasn't ready.
No, he wasn't. It was too
Yeah.
soon.
I think it was
just too soon.
I think it was too.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still an amazing performance.
It was.
They started out at the beginning with Grandmaster Flash. Amazing. Just
It
all
was
of
a
it.
whole
Busta Rhymes.
intense
yeah.
15 minutes.
It
It was
was.
so good. But one thing I loved about the Grammy
Yeah.
was the black excellence
Yes.
that happened there. Beyonce, my homegirl,
Most decorated African American female, 32
32
Grammys.
Grammys. crazy.
Yeah, it's
I
insane.
mean, and so she's coming to Nashville July 15th. I'm on the waiting list. I'm on the waiting list.
Okay.
I can get them, I think, February 19th.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm up close. I'm pretty close.
Good luck.
But let me say this: if they $700, B, I don't know. I don't know.
Now, y'all Beehive is
Yeah,
strong
we
now.
kind of strong. But oh my God, Viola Davis.
The EGOT.
She got an EGOT. So she has an Emmy, a Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony.
Yeah, so she's the third black woman to get this honor.
So she's behind Whoopi Goldberg, Jennifer Hudson, and then there's only four blacks. Is that correct?
John Legend. Is another.
Yeah. So shout out to
them.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Yeah.
But let me just go ahead and set this up, right? Okay. So everybody knows I did not go to Tennessee State University. I went to Middle Tennessee State University. Our popcorn and champagne co-host here,
Tennessee State University. HBCU, you know.
Congratulations.
Can we just give a shout out
Yes.
to the Aristocrat of bands?
Yes.
They have made history. They have not won only one Grammy, but two. The first one was for Best Gospel Album for Urban Hymnal.
Awesome.
And the second one was for the Word album, the spoken word album.
Okay.
The Poet Who Sat by the Door. Let me just say, I hated that they weren't a part of the actual Grammy.
Where you saw it on
scene.
television. It was like before
but they
the pre-Grammy.
They were in the pre-Grammys.
Yeah.
And to hear those speeches and just to see the love and all the hard work that this band has shown and to set, just in stone the history of this.
Absolutely.
Was just an honor for alumni as myself, but just
and this
for
is
all the other HBCUs.
So they made history by being the only HBCU school that's ever won a Grammy.
Ever.
And do you think it could be because there is an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman that is the president?
No, ma'am.
Okay. No.
Meaning,
all right.
shout out to
Dr.
Glover.
Dr. Glenda Glover.
But Sir, who was one of the producers on the project, and the band, and Reginald and Prof, like they all just
you can definitely tell
job.
The sweat, blood, tears. It has totally paid off for them. You can tell because they have been totally consistent in camera's eye view all the time. So shout out to TSU.
So
that
proud.
is huge. Is it AOB, right?
AOB. Aristocrat of Bands.
That's awesome. Congratulations, TSU.
Yes.
So Reality Housewives of New Jersey is back, right?
13 seasons.
Okay.
Strong.
So are you team Teresa or team Melissa? You kind of go back and forth.
I do.
I do too.
I do. I think there's a lot of pain between the two of them.
Where did that pain start?
I think with their parents, and I think when Teresa went to jail,
it was before then. Because if you remember the episodes where she was hitting the table, it was before then.
Well, I tell you what, is that they wanted to be on the show.
And she didn't want them on the show.
She didn't want them on the show.
Teresa didn't want them on the show.
It was too close for comfort. She didn't want them on there.
Yeah, she wanted
so
to
ever
shine.
since they kind of wiggled their way in there,
right?
It's been a tug of war ever since. So
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
But I'm excited for this.
I am excited for that too.
They always bring the drama.
They do. They bring the drama big time for sure. So Bel Air is going to be premiering on Peacock on February 23rd. I'm so excited about that.
Let me just say, guys, this is like a amazing series, and just the revamp of
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince. They have gone above and beyond. Please, if you've not seen it, binge it.
I love how they changed it up.
Yeah.
You got Uncle Phil that's kind of got a little bit more swag.
Yep.
Even Jeffrey, the butler, has a whole lot of swag.
He does.
He
does.
So I'm really excited about that. I can't wait for that to come out.
Yeah.
So
SWV
and Escape.
Queens of R&B Bravo on March
5th. Yeah. So what do you? I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, if you watch it, I'll watch it.
But let me ask you a question. If you had to pick a battle, because they did do a versus, right? Who would you go for?
Come on now.
Who would you go for?
Escape.
Me too.
To me, they got the strongest.
Well, you got
singers.
Candy in there too, but Candy's not the best singer of that group. But Candy is the most celebrated of that group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's written tons of music for people.
Yeah.
So, but I do like SWV because they got some hits.
So I think they're a little bit more of a woosah type of group. You know, kind of like you know, don't really have a whole lot of drama, but vocals,
escape.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that. So the other thing that I sent Tiffany a text on, and Tiffany almost had a full-fledged heart attack, was that we were talking about Yellowstone. There was a rumor that, well, I don't know if it was a rumor or not. It was we saw that it was that they may be ending.
No, they're coming back.
They're coming back.
I just think we're being a little bit like Pookie, and we having withdrawals right now.
What, about who?
Pookie.
Definitely.
But they're coming back.
Yeah.
They're going to come back with 14 episodes.
Yep. And that's coming in the summer.
Yeah.
I wish it was coming back sooner than that. That's a long time.
Gotta wait for it, honey.
Yeah. And then Steph Curry has a new documentary that was premiered the end of January at Sundance. It's called Underrated. And that's going to be coming to Apple TV. There's actually not a release date yet. Or
Okay.
Do you know?
I don't know.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then what else is coming?
So we have Luther, our man Idris Elba.
Your man.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you know, I did kind of meet him like.
Okay, so what you met? Who cares? I mean,
You do. Sorry.
like Idris Elba and I have been an item for a really, really long time, and we're just not ready to release that yet.
Yeah. Okay.
But Luther, I watched Luther on BBC America,
I
and
did
that
too.
was a great.
Yeah. Huge fan.
It is very cerebral.
Yeah.
You got to keep up with it. I mean, because it messes with your brain.
Yeah.
You got to keep up with it. But I cannot wait to see that. That's coming back. That's coming to Netflix in March.
Yeah. And they're
So
bringing
excited
it.
about
They're
that.
bringing
Yep,
it.
They're bringing it.
All right.
All right.
Next, we got
Reality show recap.
Yes.
Ooh.
Housewives of Potomac.
Potomac.
This is loaded here because the reason why we're spotlighting this is Robyn Dixon and Juan Dixon got remarried, but there was a scandal out about this man cheating
Yes.
on Robyn.
On Robyn. Yep.
That was brought by Karen this season.
Yes.
And she totally avoided it, did not entertain it, but she knew
Yeah.
that her, at the time, fiance
Yeah.
had cheated.
Yeah. So
And Andy is pissed.
Andy Cohen is hot because, they're thinking, okay, you're on a reality television show. You're supposed to open up everything on the reality television, on when you're on a reality television show. She was on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy was not giving her any kind of breaks. He was like on her the whole time. And honestly, I do feel like when you're on a reality TV show, you're wide open.
That's right.
So you have an obligation to really express who you are and show who you are, the good, the bad, the ugly.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Robyn, the whole story did not make any sense. So basically, there was a girl that had DM'd Juan, and had said that she needed a hotel room, right? And he got the hotel room for her. Even when Robyn was talking about this,
It sounded ridiculous. It did.
It really, and I felt sorry for her.
I did.
I really did, because I'm like, you're making a fool of yourself. You have worked so hard to get to this point, and now it's for naught.
Listen.
You know what I'm
child,
saying?
Well, I mean, listen, I'm not mad at her. If she want to be with him after knowing all that,
I'm not mad at her
Then
for
do it.
that, but I'm mad at her because she didn't expose it. And I'm mad at her because
And
that
she
was
tried to capitalize on it.
She tried to talk about that.
Yeah.
She tried to capitalize
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
I feel like she did it wrong.
I agree.
And the rumor is that Andy Cohen is going to fire her.
oh God.
Yeah. And Giselle knew.
Well, of course, that's her number one.
That's her girl. And then did Ashley know?
I
can't
think
remember.
she did.
I can't remember. But what else too I liked? The season finale was this past weekend. But what also I liked how Chris handled Ashley.
Yeah.
I
I
like
think it's horrible what they're doing.
I
to
do
her.
too.
I don't like that.
I do too. I did not like that either. I did not like that either. Okay.
Documentary
Recap.
Recap.
Ooh, go for it, Tiff.
Baby, we got a jewel here. Stan premiered on Showtime on February 3rd.
So his name is Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
Mahmoud. Yeah.
Mahmoud. Okay, he's Chris Jackson.
Yeah.
He used to be Chris Jackson. He played for LSU back in the day. It is a wonderful documentary.
Came from poverty in Gulfport, Mississippi.
Gulfport, yep.
And suffered Tourette's before really people knew how to diagnose Tourette's.
Yeah.
But clearly that made him the brilliant player that he was, because Tourette's is something most of it, the behavior that happens is that you do things over and over again.
Right.
And so his jump shot was perfected. Like, he could hit it from any angle. You know, he was
a brilliant basketball player. I remember watching him when he was at LSU. I do remember that. But I felt so sorry for his mom.
Yeah.
Where his mom, a lot of, not a whole lot of education.
Right.
And you're like trying to figure out what is wrong with your kid.
Yeah.
Stop doing that, stop doing it. And she didn't know.
She didn't know.
She just did not know he
Yeah.
had Tourette's.
Yeah.
He had Tourette's syndrome.
Yeah.
And the thing I liked about him is his resilience.
Totally.
He was Colin Kaepernick before Colin Kaepernick was Colin Kaepernick.
He was.
I mean, he stood up he didn't stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, right? Or Star Spangled Banner.
It was
Pledge of Allegiance, the Star Spangled Banner.
It's
Star
not the
Spangled
Pledge of
Banner.
Allegiance.
It was a Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah.
Same thing, almost.
But one thing that hurt me about it all, and with his mother, was that all the other siblings knew who their father was, but he didn't. And I associated that with some trauma with that.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
because she couldn't speak it.
Yeah. You're thinking, was she raped by him, or what was it? What
there was
something
it that
she wouldn't do
that was not clicking with that.
I agree.
And
I agree.
He suffered. It's still to this day.
Yeah, it did.
And I mean, the man looks amazing.
He's beautiful.
Oh my God.
He is beautiful. He really is.
Like,
he looks great.
Yeah.
He looks great.
But he decided to convert to Muslim, and
he was in the NBA at that time. He was a star at the NBA.
Changed his name.
Yep. And it goes to show when you grow up sometimes with not having a lot.
Yep.
And you're looking for somebody to love you, somebody to accept you, somebody to understand you, and for you to have something that was your own.
Yep.
And that's where he found the Nation of Islam. And they embraced him. He was very disciplined, because at one point, to a fault, he was very disciplined, but he had lost weight and got in shape because, he cut out a lot of things that, he wasn't supposed to have. But even when he was in college, he didn't hang out. Yeah. He wasn't that kind of kid that would hang out and, kick it and whatever. But I
very focused individual.
Yeah. And eventually in this documentary, he did connect with his father's family.
Yes.
And they never said in the documentary if he got with his father.
I'm still confused.
But they did show in the documentary that his father's cousin or uncle or somebody was in the ABA, was in the American Basketball Association.
He comes from a lineage of athletes.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
But champagne moment all the way.
I agree. I agree. And then also too, and I'm gonna keep talking about it, but also too, I loved how other basketball players like Jalen Rose, he was talking about how we did not have, meaning them at the time, did not have his back. He lost everything.
He did.
He lost everything because of his faith. Yeah. And I think that just, it's sad. I mean, he even went back to Mississippi, which I'm surprised he actually did that.
I don't understand.
I don't understand
that was the one
either.
part I didn't get.
Yeah, I didn't understand that part either. But you guys have got to check it out. It's called Stand, and it is on Showtime. It is amazing documentary. Amazing documentary.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Lowndes County and the Road to Black Power. It's a documentary on Peacock. It premiered on February 2nd. And basically, it is just telling you, like, first of all, Lowndes County was one of the poorest counties in the nation, okay?
Yeah.
And it shows you the movement and the uprise of this county and the people within it and the leaders that were responsible for that. And so the whole thing was they pioneered to get voting rights and their right to vote in the county.
Yeah.
But what stood out to me was not only that, once you get the voting rights, now you have to find the power within the people, meaning we need somebody to represent us on the Board of Education. We need a sheriff. We need a tax assessor. And they made those things happen. And I tell you, it was very moving, the things that these people did.
Yeah, no, for real, because you're thinking about what it was deep.
It was really deep because they had to start from scratch. They picked cotton for many years, and then after slavery was abolished, they became sharecroppers.
And that's another form of slavery.
There it is.
That's another form of slavery. Here's the thing. So they had like they called it SNCC, and it's a student nonviolent SNCC. Sorry, it's a student nonviolent coordinating committee,
Yes.
right? And they wanted to make sure that they were not a part of Martin Luther King, the Southern Christian.
Well, they were community leaders, and so it ended up kind of becoming its own little monster.
Right. They had people from that organization still was a part of SNCC,
yes.
but they didn't want to be like them. They wanted to kind of have a separate entity for them.
Well, they took the power to the 10th, like. So remember I told you about the Black Panther?
Yes, right.
And
So
how all that came to be.
So what they would do back in the day is they would have, like when you were able to vote, right? They would have pictures because a lot of African Americans at the time could not read, right?
That's right.
So how they would trick African Americans is they would have a picture, and one of the pictures was a rooster. And that's the person that you would vote for, but above it would be white supremacy and all this stuff like that.
So they were like, we need our own.
So they said, we need our own. And the one lady came up with it and said, she came with a dove, right?
And they were like,
we need something harder than that.
We need power, baby.
So they looked at the panther from Clark, Atlanta, the university.
The
mascot.
mascot.
And it's the mascot, and it's not Black Panther. It's a Black Panther, but it's not the Black Panther Party. So that endured. And I think they even said that a cat does not bother you until you bother it.
There it is.
Right?
There it is.
And so they use that panther as their mascot,
for voting rights,
so to speak. Yeah.
And that's how it all.
Stokely Carmichael was in it, and he was. I mean, being a person at 23 and 24 years old. I don't think I was like that at 23, 24 years old. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't have to be.
Yeah. They did it for me.
Yeah.
That's true. Give me some on that, sister. Give me some on that.
But definitely champagne moment.
Champagne moment all day long.
Please tune in.
Champagne moment all day long. Now it's time for drama recap.
Yes.
All right. Harlem season 2. What you thinking?
Well, premiered on Amazon Prime, February 3rd. We got our girl Megan Good. She's back, and it's it's the Black Sex in the City for me.
Yep. It's nothing original. It's nothing original. I mean, I love it, but it's nothing original because it's the Sex and the City. Yeah. That's what it is.
The highlight, the champagne moment for me is the friend with the big hair.
Oh, my God. She is hilarious. It's not Quinn. It is Is it
I can't think of her name.
Angie is hilarious.
Yes. So she makes it for me. She makes me tune in.
Yep.
I love her free spiritness. Yep. And the girls are dressed to the nines.
Yes.
But I enjoy it. I'm gonna commit.
Me too. Me too. Did you know that Amy Poehler was one of the producers?
I did not know that.
And so is Pharrell Williams.
Okay. Okay.
See, look at that.
That's lovely.
But yeah, it's good. Now I'm gonna tell you, Quinn is going through her thing of trying to figure out if she's gonna be,
with the fiance, with her
the woman, or with I'm talking about Quinn.
Yeah. She's lesbian now.
Yeah. Quinn was on Empire. Yeah.
Beautiful lady.
Gorgeous lady. And her husband is best friends with Megan Good's ex-husband. Yeah. So yeah. Harlem season 2. It's been really good. I think that's a champagne moment.
I like those ladies.
Okay. All right. The next one's all you, homegirl.
Dear Edward. So it is a drama series. It premiered on Apple TV. It's my jam. But it's a story of a boy that basically, and I'm going to, make this short, but he was in a plane crash that killed everybody except for him. So he survived. And what I love about it is showing you the story of all these different families and how they connect. So it's kind of sappy. If you're not in the mood for it and you don't want to cry, don't watch it.
Right.
But I love it. I think they're on to something with this one. And it's just kind of showing you how everybody comes together on these, over their grief and things like that.
Sure.
So it's kind of also a little funny, believe it or not. But yeah, check it out. It's on Apple TV.
Now, we got some stars in there, right?
We do.
Connie Britton in there?
Connie Britton, my girl, country strong, baby.
Yeah, she's country
and
strong.
And she looks amazing.
Does she?
Yes.
Okay.
She plays a rich housewife who lost her husband in the crash and learns so much more. You learn a lot when your people die. That's when you learn the most. When people die, man, you like, what? Yeah.
Yeah. It comes out.
So yeah, she's she's getting some shockers.
Come on, Connie. So now it's time for movie recap. Okay, did you watch this?
Wait,
Okay, get
my
your
notes are
together.
wrong.
Get your notes
Tell me,
together.
baby. Tell me what it
Okay,
is.
The Reading.
I
Did you? Oh my gosh.
Tell me about it.
Oh
this
my
all
gosh. Okay, so The Reading is on
BET
BET Plus. It was on February 2nd. Okay. This is Monique. This is Lee Daniel has produced this. They have reconciled. When I tell you, Monique is an amazing actress.
Oh, hands down.
She is hands down. I mean, I wish this was more mainstream.
Okay.
Because the way she acted in this movie was unbelievable.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
I'm going to watch it.
You
I'm going to check it out.
absolutely have to watch this.
It's another subscription I've got to subscribe to and pay for.
I know. It's a lot. It's a
Okay.
lot. So basically, she comes in, and you don't know this. When it opens up, she's got this loving family. She's kissing the baby. She's kissing her husband. And, you know, she's cooking dinner, and you see these guys come in and basically kill the entire family but her.
Oh, my God.
So she's doing this press junket, and I'm talking about her acting is perfection. She's, you know, can't hardly talk. She's like, talking, she's very emotional, whatever. Come to find out, there's this group of kids that do these readings. They do these, you know, where they can get in touch with the dead, right? And so she reached out to them. She's been doing this press junket. She's been reaching out to them to do this thing to, you know, find out if she can talk to her children. She 2 children and a husband, right? And come to find out, she killed the kid and the husband. When I tell you, Monique was psycho. I love it. Psycho in this movie.
Okay, I'm going to watch
The
it.
acting of Monique was perfection.
Okay.
Seriously. It's on BET Plus. I don't know. I don't know how much mainstream it's going to get. But if it ever did, she would win an Oscar. No, I'm saying it.
Okay.
It's amazing. I'm just
You're
glad.
feeling that.
Yes, I'm just glad her and Lee Daniel reconciled, and she is amazing.
And she looks great.
She looks great, and she's also on BMF,
Yes.
right? She's on BMF, so she's with 50
She's one of
Cent
the
too.
new ballers
Yep,
on there.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, so the next one.
Breaking on Showtime. It's about a Marine veteran who goes and robs a bank. I mean, Toni liked this. It was just okay for me.
So I liked it because he was a hard times, right?
Yeah.
He couldn't make ends meet. He's trying to do right by his children,
Yeah.
you know, by his daughter. And he thought the only thing he could do was to rob a bank. And even while he was robbing a bank, he was gracious.
No, he was a
He
sweetie
was so
pie.
kind.
He was the sweetest bank robber
but
ever.
this one is Brian Brown Easley. You guys definitely have to see that. It was very tense confrontation with with the police. I mean, it just goes to show how people may think that we don't take care of our veterans.
That's right.
And this guy he went and served for his country, and then you can't not make ends meet. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. That was a champagne moment for me.
Okay.
You saw it and you thought it was just okay, but maybe because you were on a plane.
No,
and
but
watched
when
it.
you put it like that,
Yeah.
I agree.
I was touched.
He was like, enough is enough.
He was such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Such a nice guy.
Unfortunately, it didn't end well.
Didn't end well. Now it's time for What You Watching.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
I watched
did
it,
you?
baby.
Oh my God. Okay.
So good.
30 for 30. It's on ESPN. It's a documentary series. Recently, they just showed Bullies of Baltimore. And this Bullies of Baltimore is about the whole defensive line on the Baltimore Ravens team. You had Ray Lewis, you had Tony Siragusa, you had Shannon Sharp, Trent Dilfer, and then Coach Brian Billick.
Yeah.
Amazing documentary.
Yeah. It was so good.
It was.
And so, you know, they filmed this a month before Siragusa died.
Tony Siragusa died,
Who is just a sweetie pie.
Yeah.
I could have hugged him and ate spaghetti
he's
with him all
hilarious.
day. No, he's amazing.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
But to see the play-by-play and to see Shannon Sharp and how much he's developed, just not only as a player, but just where he is now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shannon. Can we get on the Shay Shay?
Yeah. Can we get on Shay Shay?
I love Shay Shay.
Yeah. I do too. It's actually really good.
Yes.
It's really good.
But the stories that they told and the Tennessee Titan rivalry.
Yeah, with Ray Lewis and Eddie George. They did show that.
Yeah.
And they showed when, I remember that. I was watching it when
we all
Ray
were.
Lewis caught that,
Yeah.
you know, it was a pick.
Yeah.
And he caught it and ran into the end zone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they really had a big rival with Tennessee Titans.
Yes, ma'am.
Tennessee Titans. And what the Tennessee
We were
Titans...
best team going.
Yeah, we were back then, for sure. But what the Titans did at a game that the Titans were playing, you know, sometimes when people do that kind of stuff, it fuels you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes just why you shouldn't do it. So when they were at the time, it was Adelphia Coliseum, right? I think it's what it was. And Adelphia sounds like a old grandmama, Adelphia Coliseum. But they showed a clip where they were in the locker room.
Yep. Ooh.
And Bill Belichick said the Tennessee Titans were on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and they were saying that Tennessee Titans was the best team in the NFL.
But not today.
Yeah. But they didn't show that part. They just showed him saying that. And that fueled everything. Yeah. They never should have said. They never should have. And I get it.
And they played the video at the game.
They played the video at the game, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Tennessee Titans did hold their own for a little while in that game, but then it all got messed up.
But I'm going to tell you, it was nostalgic seeing Steve McNair.
It was, yeah. That was a good team.
Yeah.
You had Steve McNair, you had Eddie George, you had Javon Curse. There was a lot of other players on there too, you know. So it was really good. It really was. It was good. I encourage y'all to watch this. But it was sad to see Tony Saragusa passing away a month afterwards. And then going back and seeing years later, he had done an interview. Yes. And he had told his wife how he wanted his funeral to be. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. And he had gotten the acting bug, too. Yeah.
And I'll tell you, one of the Cinderella pieces of that story was Trent Dilfer. I mean, coming in and just doing what he did and
absolutely
turning that situation around where he wasn't one of the most awarded quarterbacks going.
Yes.
But shout out to Trent.
Yeah, that was really good. So the next thing, what you're watching is All the Queen. Are you not watching this yet?
It's a BET Plus. I don't have BET. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
Okay. All the Queen's Men. Let me tell you something about this.
Eva Longoria.
No, Eva Marcel.
Okay. She's married.
When I tell you, this is another one. Okay. Hands down, you cannot stop watching it. She is a madam. They call her madam. She is over a strip club.
So it's a Black Chippendales.
Black Chippendales. She's over, her name is Madame DeVille. And when I tell you, ruthless.
Okay.
Boss B. She is nobody messes with Madam. Everybody calls her Madam. It's season 2. No, season 2 has already been out, but I guess they had a mid-season like finale, and so they added more episodes. Tiffany, you have got to watch this. This is a Tyler Perry thing.
I'm gonna subscribe to BET Plus.
Let me tell you this. You know how sometimes Tyler Perry's movies are like, his shows are kind of like bad acting a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I like it
a little bit.
But you know, it's kind of like you know. Tiffany, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm not
I can't stand it.
It's kind of like,
it gets on my nerves.
You may see that a little bit. Don't fall asleep on it. But when I tell you, you won't be able to stop. She is powerful. She is fearless.
Okay.
You got to watch it. It is amazing. So shout out to All the Queen's Men on BET Plus.
Got it.
And the next one, Tiff, is on you, homegirl.
The Shrieking, Apple TV comedy drama series. And it's got my man Harrison Ford and Jason Segel. Okay. And they play therapists, but Jason has lost his wife, and it's showing his grieving process and how he's dealing with it. Okay. It is highly entertaining, and I'm all about the therapy. Are you?
No. But I'm not opposed to it.
I love sitting on the couch and telling.
I'm not opposed to it. I think everybody should.
Yeah. It's very healing to the soul for me. And so I gravitate to any kind of therapy show.
Right.
But yeah, I highly recommend it. Definitely a champagne moment.
Okay, good. And that's on Apple TV.
It is. And he's grieving because he lost his wife in a car accident, and he has a daughter to raise, and it's a village in the show. It's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So, episode 3 3 in
done.
the books. Hey guys, make sure you go to our Instagram page and subscribe to popcorn_champagne, and you can listen to us wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes, and follow us on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, tell us what you like, what you don't like.
Be gentle with that though.
And we're looking for some subscribers now.
Absolutely. So we're really close to announcing something next week about a contest that we're going to have with our subscribers.
To put us over the top.
Yeah, to put us over the top. So we'll give you more information about that too. But we also want to, what?
And we're looking for names for
We're going to talk about that next time.
Okay,
we
sorry.
didn't talk that out. We didn't talk that out.
She put it in the notes.
I did, but you didn't. Okay. Anyway, so listen, special thanks to our sponsors, Kernel Popcorn, and for allowing us to have a part of their Toni and Tiff mix. And make sure that you go to their website, which is kernelsnashville.com, and ask for or click for the Toni and Tiff mix, where you'll get 10% off. And special thanks to Marcus Buggs.
Yes, at Plain
Jane.
Jane. Coneheads. Make sure y'all check him out. The whole vibe is amazing.
Whole vibe is amazing, and the drinks are good too. Let me
Yes.
tell you that. Kris Jenner, call us.
Andy, can we get behind the bar? We doing
See?
the drinks.
We got
See?
it.
Yeah. Love you guys.
Bye guys, next time.
Where do you take all this money to? Why don't you just take me